So we're not going to do any pre-match analysis here. We're just going to let the players straight away show us what they intend to do. So Glitcher, she's on the recon. Stella is on support. I like that. So that leaves Chris on assault for flatliners. Muffin's on assault. We've got Yoko on support and Dia on recon. They're pushing straight up through warehouse. Shots are getting exchanged here through storage. Doesn't seem to be much damage going on yet. Yes, Glitcher has taken a bit of a shaving to her HP, but she's a recon. Smoke is out through mid. Muffin still holding that storage with Yoko in the kitchen. Haris looking for an angle here. Rotating via Z. Glitcher, she gets the first pick on Muffin there. Well played, but immediately traded out by Dia. Dia is 13 HP though, and they only have a Jit there. Maybe they're going to look for that ZRS pickup? Question mark. Haris rotating back through to Atrium. Stella knows where Dia is. She's holding suicide. There's no nades to worry about here as the assault is down. But you've got to be careful because Yoko can easily flank up via reception. But Haris says, nah, they're taking out Dia. They're making this a 2v1. Stella nice and healthy there, and so is Haris. Yoko's got a lot of work on their plate right now, and they could easily get camped on if they're not fast enough. Capped on, rather, if they're not fast enough. Did they go through mid? They try to trade shots against ZRS with a super. That's a very risky decision to make. They're going to have to capture flash shot here. Yeah. Doing that against the support is not possible, unfortunately. It's always guaranteed 2 shots. You can't do it quick enough. Round 1 there. Going to flatliners. Haris, they closing out the round to get themselves a little bit extra XP. First 2 corporals are going to flatliners on Stella and Haris. So that's an MX is on the table now. Haris gets the ZRS. Glitch is sticking with the SRM. No trades required for Ghost Cuddlers. D is sticking with that shit there. I don't know. But Glitcher immediately down to 3 HP from Muffin's angle there across mid. Trading straight back from Stella with the MX to knock Muffin down to 9 HP. He needs to play safe now. Glitcher, she's going to be looking for a new angle here. Stella herself is also knocked down to 65. So Yoko can easily execute. The Ghost Cuddler's looking for that tunnel flank, maybe? Yoko holding that mid. But again, they've got a super. They're not really in a position to be taking long shots here. Flatliner's playing it very safe. Someone's going to have to make a decision here. I think that someone is Stella. Yeah. Looks like she's coordinated with a team. They're going to push through Horseshoe here. They've got to be careful, though. Muffin throwing an aid out to tree, but there's nobody there. Chris and Glitcher pulling back, Stella pulling back. Maybe they realized, okay, maybe we do need ghost control. 30 seconds left in the round, though. And no one's really making any decisive movements. It's a lot of back and forth here, rotating through spawns, holding angles. Looking like it's going to be a tie. Most of the decision makers here, or the playmakers, are actually really low HP. Maybe Stella's in a position to make some moves, but she's choosing not to. You know, the recons, it's very risky pushing late round, and Envoy is a recon. The angles are very strong. There's a lot of props, a lot of awkward geometry to hop around. As we see the clash outside of Z, Chris getting Yoko there, gets himself a bit of XP. Doesn't really gain anything from it though. It's 6 XP. They've already got the weapon that they need. It's whatever at that point. Ideally, you want the XP on your other classes. That's a little a trade-off about XP in this game, about who gets the XP and when. Glitcher, she's pushing straight through Horseshoe, goes to basement. Stella's backing her up. Muffin's holding that angle though, he knows. Glitcher's gonna get caught out here in basement. Yep, Muffin recognizing it, using the audio, listening to the steps. Stella looking for that ghost pick, but immediately drops it. Maybe that's a bait. Right, so it's 3v2. And the ghost cuddlers are completely fresh here. D is pushing through to Z. Careful, they can hear you. Stella knows you're there. Or Chris finds Muffin, evens it out. Trading here from Stella and Dia. Stella victorious. Chris looking to push that ghost. Smokes are going out. Yoko's in a backwards position here with the ZRC. They're now being called out. Staying in a mid position here. I prefer this position kitchen, to be honest with you, because it's a lot easier to react and rotate to a ghost pickup. Yes, you are in the open, but you're a support with a rifle. You're expected to trade out. Yoko, excellent getting her wrist there. That puts Stella on the back foot because she doesn't have a weapon. She needs to, yeah, she's got a ZRS at her feet. Pre-firing Yoko. Ned goes out, doesn't find the target. Oh, nearly. Okay. She's using the Ned to cover a retreat. She's rotating through to mid here. Maybe she's looking to flank. But Yoko, I think, is expecting this. Yeah, Yoko is. They're expecting it. They're going to meet head on here in the spawn. Stella rotating back, goes for another tie. Quite surprised by the ties already. This is not Saitama, but these are some close fights. Maybe neither team's going to give up a point here. Hit round 4-1-0 in favor of Flatliners. Weapon trades go out. Similar thing again, MX2 Stella. Not seeing any trades here from Ghost Cuddlers. They don't really have much to work with here. They're all private and no real change in ranks for either team. Muffin holding mid rocks. Here again around tunnel, but taking a backwards position. Muffin again getting some early damage out onto Flatliners here. And they're double stacked on that horseshoe, but Yoko is waiting. So if they do push through, Yoko's going to catch it. Which is she's watching that kitchen flank. Maybe she expects Muffin to flank here via mid. And Muffin decides against the nade. Good. They're deciding to hold the nade. That's smart here. He knows where Harris is, though. They're in an awkward position here. They're now potentially cut off from their team as Muffin's pushing up through storage. Shots back and forth here on Horseshoe. Stella decides to pre-fire on that smoke. Doesn't find anyone, though. Harris closes down Dia's push. Muffin gets the nade. Doesn't find the target as Harris gets a double kill. Well played from Harris. Stella closes out the round. So, very typical 3v3 play here from Flatliners. What we're seeing is a pair up on one position, and then you've got one person on the flank holding angle. In this case, it's a support just letting people push into them one by one. Ghost Cuddlers need to adapt that. They can't be doing solo pushes like that when they're behind on weapons, because you're pushing into either a ZRS assault or MX assault or a ZRS or MX support. You're outgunned in both situations because the assault's going to be with a recon and the support is a support. Okay, so Flatliners with that storage hold, but Stella's 5 HP here. Yoko 75, Dia 59. Glitcher, she's knocked down to 45. But once again, we've got a standoff. Yoko's looking for that smoke angle. Chris waiting in Z. Glitcher waiting in tunnel. Stella again paired up with Glitcher. Seeing this every round now. Bit of analysis for you people still in the tournament. Maybe you're looking to see how both of these teams are going to be playing in future matches, perhaps. Here drops a weapon. They're looking for that ghost pickup. They get it. The flatliners are going to react to that, right? Yeah, Stella frozen Ned. Boom, double kill. Yeah, just on a muffin here, and he's in an awkward position, no cover. So one real good point to be made here about 3v3 is tracking resources, because you've got one of each class, so you've got one of each resource. You need to be listening for that resource when it's being used, looking for it, and communicating if it's on your team or on their team. This way you can predict and you know when to expect utilization of resources. In this case, GC should have known that Stella hadn't thrown a grenade, and as soon as they picked up that ghost, they should have expected the grenade. Now, Flatliners are in control of the ghost already here. They've immediately picked it up on Stella. Muffin is probably going to push here. He's on warehouse. He's looking for an angle again. Yoko with the mid smoke. Deer at reception. Haris holding that angle, that same angle in kitchen every single round here. But Glitch is paired up with Stella. They're looking to trade some shots with Muffin, perhaps. If you're in Muffin's position, you're going to want to try and bait both Stella and Glitcher into a fight. Maybe try and get them both with a grenade. Meanwhile, you let Dia go for the flank and Yoko get into a good anchor position. Trading shots here. In storage. Oh, Muffin pushed up a bit too much solo there. He should have known that they were paired up. They've been paired up every round. Haris finds Dia. Once again, it's a 3v1 situation. Yep. Instead of closing out with her, gets Yoko. They've got to realize now, like, come on, we're like 6 rounds in, that Flatliners are doing this 2-1 setup. And it's always the support that's alone. They've got to understand that if they see a recon or assault, the other counterpart is there, attached to the hip. That can be a risk to pair up like that, because you are susceptible to a nade, or a det pack, or a flank. And obviously that support is isolated, and they are equally vulnerable. Again, Flatliners pushing straight through tunnel, straight through to Ghost, are going immediately for the Ghost control. They know they have the weapon advantage. They know that Ghost cuddlers aren't really adapting here, so they can take that control, and they're not really in a position to be opposed. D is just sat in basement. I'm liking this position that Glitches has right now. She's on top of the crates. Takes minimal damage as Chris finds Yoko. Using that weapon advantage. As Haris is only 55 HP, as the ZRC is a good weapon, but it's not going to do that much damage at that range. Haris holding mid, Glitch has got the angle in storage, Stella's paired up. Muffin, you've got to expect it. You've got to expect the push. You're 41 HP here, you can't keep trading shots. Dear, you do not have a weapon to be spraying. Muffin gets the angle, but again, he's in that same position he was when he got pushed by Haris last time. He's got no cover, he's against an MX, he's got no grenade. So he's pushing that ghost. Dia finds Glitcher. And they get a weapon pickup maybe. There is not a pickup. Haris is going for this flank. You've got to expect this flank as well. The ghost is always bit. Yeah, and Stella says, I don't need no bait, I'll just go 1-to-1 headshot. So, weapon advantage well and truly in Flatliners' favour here. Round 8, 5-0, double MX. I'm liking that they're not doing any trades to their recon either. They're recognizing that their recon is good enough with the weapons that they have. That's confidence. That shows a skillful recon. They're not needing an MX round 2 or any nonsense like that. Ooh, combination of a grenade there and some shots on a Muffin. I'm surprised that grenade didn't do any damage to Stella. She's just around the corner. Muffin, again, he's pushing up. He's looking for the angle. He's got an angle here, but he's susceptible to a push from Stella. She could just push through and kill him right now. She's got to hear those shots, right? Teammates got to be communicating, but they weren't. This is a 3v1 here. Ghost Cuddlers can pull it back. They hear the weapon. She hears a weapon pickup. Ghost pickup. Oh, he's very lucky there with Itachi. That you do not. Yeah, you do not pick up the ghost in that situation. You should know where they are. You're creating a 2v1 into a 1v1 there. Yes, I believe there's a second match to stream after this. I think it's going to be Arquebus versus Neotokyo Fugs. Now, Dia's finally onto the GTS. They need it. The standard GT is just not good enough as we see a 2v1 there against Muffin. He pushed up a bit too. He's pushing up a bit too much there in a 5-1 score. And you say that's a crossfire, but no, that's just a straight 2v1. So Flatliners now have Ghost Control. They're in a 3v2 situation. They've got weapon advantage. Ghost Cuddlers. Yoko gets the flank there, but doesn't quite kill Haris. Haris is down at 3 HP. Yoko finds one. Can Yoko get another? Nay, they cannot. They get the reload off though. Glitches, she's on 58 HP. Estella's fresh on 100. She's got the ghost. So she's got the callouts. Again, she's confident in her recon's ability here, because sometimes dropping your weapon and picking up the ghost in a drawn out fight can actually be a drawback. You definitely don't do it in a close fight situation. But nah, they're just using. Wow, Yoko is completely out of position here. Just as I'm trying to do some analysis, we just see a major misplay there. Yeah, what I was trying to say there was typically you just like pick up the ghost, get info, and pick your weapon straight back up, and just go for the kill. You keep the 2v1 advantage as we go into match point here, around 10 of 15, 6-1. Wow. Convincing game from Flatliners here. Riss, they've gone, I'm going PC. Lamo. ZRC for Glitcher, MX there for Stella. Muffin, meanwhile, he's stuck on that ZRS. Yoko thankfully has an MX still. Dia's got a GTS. Immediate ghost pick up there. Beep, 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 beep. Now, that was a well-played defense from Yoko and Dia there. Both paired up, both holding slightly different angles. They didn't take that much damage. None at all, actually. And just as a side note, oh, Yoko gets Riss. Okay, it's a 6-2. Maybe come back. But yeah, as I was about to say, as a side note, I don't know how it looks on Scissor's client, but the one thing about streaming from demos is that blood builds up on the player models from previous rounds, and it doesn't always clear. It's a visual bug. That's not no reg. It's just a bug. So right now, Yoko spawned and they're covered in blood, but they're 100 HP. It's just a thing. Super for Glitcher. Oh, this is okay. Let's see what Glitcher does. They're going. They're going straight to Horseshoe, but they saw that smoke drop in front of them, and they, for a second, they thought, "Oh shit, that's a frag." Misses the first shot there. I saw a little bit of blood. Yeah, Yoko took a pellet, 9 damage. Yeah, getting flanked. 30 HP there from Stella. Stella on 65. Glitcher gets 1. This is very dangerous now. Ghost Cuddlers are hurt. It's only York who's really fresh here. Muffin needs to drop that. Drop that ghost. Nice grenade. Excellent grenade. Gets Riss. But at risk of being flanked here. Yeah, which gets Yoko. And Muffin, you need to drop your gun. Oh, your ghost, mate. You need your gun. Gets flanked by Glitcher. Yeah. Well played from Flatliners there. GG. So coordination was definitely in Flatliners' favour there. You just knew they had a game plan going into it, and that was pair ups.